Yes, science, bitch! Yes, science!
Welcome to episode 22 of It's Science Yo. I'm your host, Leah, and in this episode, we are going to talk about time. It's something we all experience, yet it's one of the biggest mysteries in science. What is time? Where did it come from? Does it even exist, or is it just something our brains made up? And if time can be bent, stretched, and slowed, could we ever actually travel through it? Today, we are exploring the mind-bending science of time. Buckle up, because this episode is going to make your head spin, but don't worry, time will keep moving forward. Or will it? So, let's start with a big question. What exactly is time? We experience it as a continuous flow from past to present to future, but is that real? Or is it just how our brains perceive the world? Some scientists define time as simply the progression of events. Others say that time is a dimension, just like height, width, and depth. Einstein's theory of relativity treats time as part of a space-time, a flexible fabric that can stretch and contract depending on speed and gravity. But there's another idea that's even wilder. What if time isn't real at all? What if it's just an illusion? Perhaps it's something we have invented to make sense of the universe. Some physicists argue that the past, present, and future all exist at the exact same time, but we just experience them one moment at a time. Think of it like a movie reel. Each frame exists all at once, but we only see one at a time as the film plays. Now, if that's true, does time even matter? Okay, so if time exists, when did it start? Well, according to physics, time began 13.8 billion years ago with the Big Bang. Before that, there was no space, no matter, and no time. Could time have existed before the Big Bang? Some scientists believe time is infinite, stretching endlessly backward and forward. Others think time might be cyclical, like a clock resetting with each new universe. And here's another twist. What if time only exists because we're here to measure it? In quantum mechanics, time doesn't behave like we expect. It doesn't always move in a straight line, and sometimes it doesn't even seem to exist at all. Now, here's where things get really weird. Time doesn't move the same for everyone, everywhere. According to Einstein's general theory of relativity, time slows down when you are near a massive object like a planet, a star, or a black hole. This is called gravitational time dilation. A clock on Earth's surface takes slightly slower than a clock on a mountaintop, and near a black hole, time could nearly stop altogether. This also means that astronauts on the International Space Station orbiting Earth at high speeds actually age slightly slower than we do here on the surface. They're actually traveling a little bit into the future if you think about it. So if gravity can slow time, what would happen if Earth had stronger or even weaker gravity? On a high gravity planet, time would move slower compared to Earth. If you spent a year there, you might return to find that decades have passed back home. And what if we lived on a planet with almost no gravity? Would time speed up? Well, technically yes, but you wouldn't notice the difference. That's the crazy part. Time feels the same for everyone, no matter how fast or slow it moves relative to others. Let's switch gears for a second. Have you ever wondered why speed travels faster in water? Waves, like sound and shock waves, move faster through water than through air because water is denser. But when it comes to objects like boats or humans, moving through water, the opposite happens, and we slow down. That's because of drag. The water creates more resistance than air. But what if we could reduce that resistance? Could we travel faster through the water? Nature gives us some clues, Dolphins and Fish movie, by reducing drag. If we could design vehicles or even suits that work the same way, maybe water could become a faster mode of travel. If time isn't a constant, and it changes depending on speed and gravity, then is it even real? Some scientists argue that time is just something we made up to explain change. In quantum mechanics, particles don't follow a strict timeline and they exist in a state of probability until we measure them. And here's an even crazier idea. According to the block universe theory, time isn't moving at all. Every moment, past, present, and future already exists, like a giant four-dimensional block of space-time. We just experience it 1 second at a time. All right, now for the big question that you've all been waiting for. Can we travel through time? Technically, we're already moving forward in time, the second by second, of course, but could we jump into the past or the future? Forward time travel is actually possible. If you travel near the speed of light, time slows down for you. So, if you took a spaceship and traveled near light speed for a few years, you could return to Earth hundreds of years in the future. But traveling backwards, that's where things get a little tricky. Some theories suggest that wormholes could connect different points in time. Others propose that closed time like curves where space loops back on itself. The biggest problem? If time travel to the past were possible, where are all the time travelers? Wouldn't someone from the future have visited us by now? Or have they and we're just not paying attention? So, is time an illusion or is it real? Can we travel through it or are we stuck in an endless loop? Maybe time is just the way we measure change. Maybe it's a fundamental part of the universe. Or maybe, just maybe, time is something else entirely, something we haven't even begun to understand. One thing's for sure, time is weird, and the more we learn about it, the more questions we have. What are your questions and thoughts? Be sure to leave them in the comment section below, and until next time, stay curious and continue exploring the unknown.
Yes, science, bitch! Yes, science!